Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out 8 most disturbing things caught in the forest. So I'm really excited to check out this video, man. And you can find anything in forest. Anything can lie ahead in the forest. You never know what could be out there, bro. You could be finding crimes committed, rituals, or anything, ghosts, or just anything's out there, wild animals, just anything. So you never know what you can find in the forest, but let's check out what they find in that motherfucking forest.
James Schoeffler was a U.S. Forest Service officer in Utah. In April of 2012, he was conducting a routine patrol of a popular scenic hiking trail deep in the forest.
Interesting.
He was about halfway through his walk. He noticed a tripwire strung between two trees at the entrance of a small deadwood shelter along the trail. He followed the wire and was led to a ball made of rocks and sharpened sticks.
Oh shit.
Which was set to fall when the tripwire
Look at that shit, dude. Oh shit.
was hit. After further inspection, another trap was found at a second entrance to the small shelter. This one was a bed of sharpened sticks placed facing upward in the ground. Again, a tripwire was set in front of it, which this time was pulled tight and would have forced a person to fall directly into the sticks. Police were called and informed of the dangerous and potentially deadly traps.
Bro, I mean, it could be, unless there's animals there in the forest, it could have been to, get some animals, but it's a really weird way to try to do that. We could have just grab like a hunting rifle and just do it that way, or why would you do it this way? I mean, unless you want to be a little creative. This guy probably was a little inspired by Saw. He wanted to make it a little bit more creative on the ways he took care of these animals, but who knows?
Soon they would begin conducting interviews of hikers in the area within the last few days. And surprisingly, this would lead them to two teenagers. They would confess to setting them up.
Oh shit, look at these guys. I mean, these guys don't look like hunters to me. These guys don't look like they're hunters. So it looks like that's not what they were trying to do now, unfortunately. We see this guy, his ears. He looks like he had gauges. And now he has two massive holes in his ear. Hopefully he doesn't go to prison, because if there's an inmate that sees those holes in those ears, they might be getting some really tough ideas. But yeah, look at this.
However, they argue the traps were set for animals.
Why would you want? I mean, you guys don't look like hunters. These guys don't look like they go hunt. I mean, what I imagine a hunter is being a lot older, maybe have some facial hair, have a hat or something. I don't know.
Police would not buy this. The nature of the traps was clearly made for a person.
Ooh, okay, for a person.
Plus, they were set way too close to a popular hiking trail that receives a lot of traffic.
Oh shit! So it was set up on a spot where there's actual people that pass by. Okay, that's a little bit strange now. That's a little weird, to be honest. That's weird now, because I presume these traps would have been somewhere, more secluded, like more into the forest. But if they were like set up around an area where there's actual, people that walk by there, then yeah, that's definitely, they gotta fucking arrest these guys, charge them with something,
More specifically, at the entrances to a small shelter, which easily would have attracted a curious child or unsuspecting tourist.
I mean, that's true. If they see something like that, they will try to want to go and check it out. That is so true. Damn, that's crazy. Bro, I've always wanted to go to a forest, but I've always been, a little bit like, oh shit, what if some crazy bastard's in there and trying to take me out? or there's a goddamn some sort of bear, some sort of big animal that could just fucking take me out, like a monkey. Even monkeys, bro. Monkeys are strong. They could rip your face off, bro. Monkeys, hey, don't mess with monkeys, bro. Monkeys, chimpanzees, these guys don't fuck around, dude. They could tear you apart.
In 2017, Ivan, a 30-year-old man from Russia, abruptly went.
Oh shit, look at Russia, man. Russia looks like a nice place, but in terms of like, not obviously as a country, I don't know, but we already know that guy, right? Putin, he's a little crazy one. But in terms of like just the place, how it looks, the terrain, the fucking mountains, it looks beautiful, man. It sucks it's Russia, but you know, at least we have, not we, but at least America has a little part of Russia in Alaska. So
Missing on a solo hike in the Shatura district of Moscow. When he initially didn't come back, his family reported his absence to the police, and a search of the
oh shit.
surrounding woods later commenced. But no.
See, this guy went missing, bro. This guy went missing. Damn, that's yeah. I don't know. I've never wanted to try any of this risky stuff, man.
Results came from this search. It was eventually called off with no findings whatsoever. Fast forward 2 years later to 2019, and a hiker in the same area called in to report the found remains of a human skeleton halfway buried under leaves.
Oh shit, that's probably him. 2 years later, they were hiking around the same area. How didn't they find this? How didn't they find him? I'm so surprised.
This human skeleton was later confirmed to be of Ivan. What makes the finding so disturbing, though, is what was found with the skeleton. Tied to the remains and nearby trees were multiple sets of handcuffs, locks, and chains. Ivan's
Wait.
so disturbing, though, is what was found with the skeleton. Tied to the remains and nearby trees were multiple sets of handcuffs, locks, and chains. Ivan's tent was found close to the scene, leading police to believe he was attempting an isolated Houdini-type escape.
What the hell? Why would he try to do that? I mean, you were trying to do something like that with an audience. Wouldn't you? Like, what's the point?
Chaining himself up and trying to free himself without any help. And that this ultimately went horribly wrong. One of his friends even later stated that this type of stunt was something he could see Ivan doing, as he would often practice survival skills in extreme conditions. But others believe Ivan was murdered, and that the crime scene was simply set up after the fact so that it would look like it was a tragic accident.
I mean, but why would someone know that he's into this crazy stuff, you know? It would have been a little coincidence. It could have been somebody that probably knew him if it was a murder. It could have been somebody that knew him and knew that he kind of did this type of stuff, so they probably did it and then patented this as to make it look like an accident, because he probably knew that they were going to look into it, and then the authorities were going to figure out that this Ivan, he's into, you know, this crazy stunts. And yeah, could have been, but I mean, the for it to be somebody that knew him is the chance of that being pretty low, man. I don't see somebody taking his life, somebody that knew him. I mean, I just don't see it. I see more of a stranger, like somebody who just crazy ass lunatic out there who just, you know, managed to be at the wrong time, wrong place, wrong time, and yeah. But it was probably that he tried to do some Houdini shit, which is weird, because you know Russians, they do crazy stuff. He probably tried to do some Houdini shit and it went horribly wrong. I think that's probably most likely what happened here.
His official cause of death hasn't been determined.
Yeah, that's probably what happened here.
It's May of 2016. A man is walking a private forest trail in Harlan County in Kentucky. Suddenly, he sees something on the ground just slightly off the trail path. He gets closer and sees it's a trail camera.
Oh
Trail
shit.
cameras are waterproof outdoor cameras that are typically motion activated, with the purpose being to record wildlife. Most of them even have night vision capabilities.
I mean, some of these cameras, somebody could be just trying to, maybe try to find Bigfoot.
You're not gonna believe this shit, but I think there's a bear or something up on my roof. The hell is that thing? Hey, it's flipping me off. What the hell? It looks like a Bigfoot. Holy shit. Get off my roof! Holy shit! Wow. Wait a minute, it's still alive. Holy shit.
Someone trying to find some, or they try to see an animal. It could have been somebody, who just probably making a video or some shit, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna make a video about hunting of these Bigfoot. I'm gonna set up these traps and yada yada yada. Could have been.
They're a somewhat common sight in the forest, so the men didn't give much thought to the discovery. Although this camera didn't have any memory card or batteries inside. It looked like it was abandoned, so the man decided to take it with him. Later, the man recalls giving the camera to a friend. When his friend put batteries in the camera, an explosion immediately went off inside of it.
Oh shit, exploded. Oh damn.
The trail camera was rigged with explosives that were set to go off the second batteries were installed.
Oh, hopefully he didn't fucking rip his hand off.
The explosion was large enough to blow off some of the man's fingers and cause injury to his stomach.
Oh
Police launched an
shit.
investigation and found another camera on the trail rigged to explode.
Okay, so this ain't no trying to find Bigfoot shit. This is a crazy lunatic trying to try to injure people really severely to the point where it could cause death, man. This guy is crazy. Hopefully they find whoever this is, man, because they have to find out who this is, because fucking lunatics, man.
Eventually, the cameras were traced back to a man named Mark Sawaf, who was immediately identified as a suspect. Police were granted a search warrant to his home, and there they found all the equipment used to create the explosives.
I wonder how they figured out, how they tracked it to this guy, but I'm glad that they found him out, because this guy's a lunatic.
Along with a note that read, "Broken camera for a broken soul." Mark was taken into custody.
Yeah.
More reports of exploding cameras around the area were coming in. In response, police would take Mark back out into the forest and have him detail the locations of the remaining live explosive devices. But while in the forest with police, Mark would lunge at one of the officer's pistols in a last-ditch effort to get away.
Oh shit.
Physical altercation would result in Mark being fatally shot. Mark never revealed where his remaining trail cameras were before.
Damn, that guy just wanted to go out, bro. He was just one of those crazy lunatics that was working on something bigger, and those trail cameras were just like a little test or something, and man, because the point that he wanted to try to attack the officers right there, damn, he just wanted to just go at this point, She.
His death. Although police believe there are numerous others within a 5-mile radius of those Kentucky woods, all of which just waiting to be discovered by some unfortunate person.
Hopefully they put like signs around the area, around that Kentucky area. They post signs of saying, like, if there's trail cameras, you see any trail cameras, make sure to report to the authorities. They should put something like that around the areas, just so in case they encounter a camera in a tree, they don't fucking blow their hand off, So we don't want that shit. Obviously, we don't want no one to get their fingers blown off by some lunatic who's already 6 feet under. So
In
hopefully.
July of 1968, a group of women were at a picnic table near their lake house at Lake Michigan. They were playing cards together and having a good time when they were interrupted by an overbearing stench.
Oh
It got
shit!
so bad that the woman began struggling to breathe.
It's death. The smell of death, man. That's what it is. Because I heard you can't stand that smell.
forcing them to cut their game short.
Yeah.
They assumed a dead animal must have been nearby, and not knowing what else to do, they alerted their cabin's caretaker, Chauncey Bliss. Chauncey headed out to those woods, but instead of finding a dead animal, he followed the stench to another cabin he oversaw around.
Bro, I would call the fucking cops right there. Right there, be like, it smells funky in here.
Like shit in here.
It smells like a dead animal, but I'm not sure if it's a dead animal. It could be, it's definitely the smell of death, but I don't know if it's an animal or not. You know.
Half a mile away. He forced himself through the horrible odor closer towards the front door, but he quickly realized something was wrong. He noticed holes in the glass of the windows. He
Bullets.
glanced inside one of them and saw a woman's remains lying on the floor. Behind her, he caught a glimpse of several others in the same manner. Horrified, Chauncey ran away and called the police. Police arrived at the scene, and a total of 6 bodies were discovered.
Oh.
It was every member of the Robeson family.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
No one had seen them in weeks, but the family had told others they were planning on a trip out of town.
Damn.
No one questioned it. Police concluded that they had been killed at least a month earlier.
Wow, so they've been dead for a month. Okay, so look at this. We have Gary there. We got Richard Jr., little Richard Jr., Miss Robinson. Oh man, we're gonna go with 3 in the middle, like around. It looks like it's like a hallway of a cabin with 3 of them in the middle. Shit, we got that's crazy.
Investigations into who could have done this didn't turn up much. There wasn't much evidence at the scene, and the family didn't have any known enemies. The most prominent suspect was an employee of Mr. Robeson, but this man would never be tried in court. Over 50 years later, it's still unknown who's responsible for the Robeson family murders.
Damn, that's crazy. Whoever that was, whoever committed those murders, man, damn. They got away with it, man. Shit. Pretty much, by the time they ever find out who did it, it's gonna be too late at this point, you know.
Matt Bell and a coworker were doing excavation work in the woods of Danville, Arkansas, when they came across a 32-pound old round ball in the ground. Matt thought it was an old cannonball from the Civil War and decided to take it home with him. The thing was dirty, and so he pressure washed
A ball? A big ass
the
ball?
ball to try and clean it up a bit.
Shit.
While he was drying it on his counter, he snapped some pictures of it. The next day, he went to a Civil War museum to verify the object's authenticity. This is where he was informed that it wasn't a cannonball at all, rather a Civil War era pressure-activated landmine that was still active.
Oh shit, they found a fucking mine.
Matt was
God
forced to take
damn.
the explosive back home where he called police. 20 homes in the nearby area were evacuated, and a bomb squad was called in.
Bro, 20 homes were evacuated. So you're telling me a landmine could do that type of damage? Oh shit.
The explosive was carefully taken to a landfill where it was safely set off. Matt recalls his coworkers throwing the mine to him out of a ditch when they first found it.
Wait. What? He threw it? He threw the. Oh my god, dude. That shit could have fucking went off. Damn, dude. He threw that shit.
Matt recalls his coworkers throwing the mine to him out of a ditch when they first found it.
Oh my.
Matt, along with multiple car rides and being pressure washed, Matt is extremely lucky the landmine didn't explode on him.
Wow, that's fucking crazy, dude. Shit. Damn. That's a crazy one right there, bro. It could have gone so wrong, dude. Horribly wrong, but I'm glad everything went okay, dude. Shit.
In July of 2016, a construction worker was doing routine maintenance on the right lane of a section of road on Interstate 985 located in Georgia. At one point during his shift, the man had to relieve himself, and so he started walking into the forest just next to him. He got about 80 yards in when he noticed a large object on the ground. As he got closer, he realized it was a suitcase.
Oh, bro. Dude, if you see a suitcase, in the forest, call the cops, man. Call the cops. It's not a good sign, dude. There's literally like an 80% chance that there's going to be body parts in that suitcase. Especially if it's black, which is for some reason is most common for it to be black. But yeah, dude. Oh, definitely. Like if that ever happens to me, if I mean it won't ever happen because I don't think I'll ever walk into a forest. But if it did, and I see a suitcase, I'm calling the cops. I know what's in there.
Curious, he zipped it open.
Oh yeah, fuck no. I will never zip it open because I know what the hell's in there. I'm too smart. I've seen too many stuff, too many shit, too many YouTube videos, too many content about this that it's just I already know what the hell this is.
Inside, he saw a human skull.
Yeah.
Immediately, the man ran back to the highway and told his supervisor, who then told the police. When they arrived, the man showed them to the suitcase. A full set of bones were discovered along with the skull. Later analysis would reveal them to be of a woman, most likely in her 20s or 30s at the time of death. It's assumed she died
Damn.
around 6 months before the discovery. Fast forward to 2000.
6 months. It takes 6 months for you to decompose to skeleton. Damn. Thought it would have been like maybe a little bit longer. Wow.
2019, and police now believe they've identified the woman as Jessica Mancini from Chattanooga, Tennessee. She was originally reported missing by her mother back before the suitcase's discovery. However, how she died or who was responsible is still unknown to this day.
God, another unsolved mystery, dude. Damn, another murder or another dude, that killer that just went away without being caught. Damn, dude. Shit.
In 1986, 19-year-old Christopher Knight vanished from his home in Maine to live in the woods for no apparent reason. For food, Christopher would steal from dozens of different cottages and camps around the area. During his break-ins, he would also take things like clothing, camping gear, propane tanks, batteries, and other stuff. People in the area were quickly made aware of his presence. Some even started intentionally setting out supplies for the guy just so he wouldn't break into their homes during the night. But even though his means of living were pretty well known in the area, if one thing was certain, he did not want to be found. Christopher went to extreme lengths to cover his tracks. For example, he would opt to never start a fire so that the smoke wouldn't reveal his camp's position in the woods. Winters would get extremely cold at around 10 degrees Fahrenheit, but still Christopher didn't start a fire, instead opting to cover himself in multiple.
Oh, so pretty much this guy broke into houses and stuff, and they didn't report him, which is crazy, man. I mean, I think nowadays in this type of year, somebody tries to live like that, they would call the cops immediately. You would get arrested, and it looks like people didn't. I mean, they mind. They mind him breaking in, so that's why they set up food outside so he wouldn't break in, but they still left him food. So I mean, some people have good hearts out there, man.
Sleeping bags. But as the years passed and security cameras became more common, Christopher's break-ins would eventually start showing up on security camera footage. Finally, 27 years after he left his home in Maine, he unknowingly tripped a surveillance sensor.
Wait, 27. Wait. Hold the fucking phone. We gotta go back. So when is this picture? This picture looks old as hell.
People in the area were quickly made aware of his presence. Some even started intentionally setting up
Weird.
to live in the woods for no apparent. 1986, 19-year-old.
Yeah, I need to hear what the hell, because I didn't understand.
19-year-old Christopher Knight
1986, 19-year-old Christopher Knight.
vanished from his home in Maine to live in the woods.
So he left. So he lived in a house and he left to live in the woods. What?
For no apparent reason. For food, Christopher would steal from dozens of different cottages and camps around the area. During his break-ins, he would also take things like clothing, camping gear, propane tanks, batteries, and other stuff.
Bro, if you're gonna live outside, bro, try to get stuff without stealing, dude. I mean,
People in the area were quickly made aware even started intentionally setting out supplies for the guy just so he wouldn't break into their homes during the night. But even though his means of living were pretty well known in the area, if one thing was certain, he did not want to be found. Christopher went to extreme lengths to cover his tracks. For example, he would opt to never start a fire so that the smoke wouldn't reveal his camp's position in the woods. Winters would get
Oh, so he pretty much... Okay, so he went into the woods and no one knew where he was at the woods. So he... Okay, I see. So he was hidden. He didn't want people to know where he was. Okay.
extremely cold at around 10 degrees Fahrenheit, but still Christopher didn't start a fire, instead opting to cover himself in multiple sleeping bags. But as the years passed and security cameras became more common,
That the years gone by. Damn. The years gone by and he's still doing it. So he's 27 right here, right? Or am I tripping?
Christopher's break-ins would eventually start showing up on security camera footage. Finally, 27 years after he left...
27 years later. So how much would he been at this point? 27. So he would have been 58, 57, dude. Fucking crazy.
his home in Maine.
Right? 27, he was 19. No, that's 40. 40. He's on his 40s, bro.
He
Damn.
unknowingly tripped a surveillance sensor while routinely stealing food from a camp. Police were alerted and showed up to the scene. Christopher was still there, and the first human contact he had in years would be him being arrested.
Wow. Damn. Look at him. Fucking crazy, dude. Look at him. She's still wearing the same glasses, I'm pretty sure.
Police had finally found and caught the man responsible for thousands of burglaries in the area.
Oh, shit. So the reason people weren't able, because they weren't able to actually, you know, caught the guys. That's the only reason why, you know, he did this for years. I thought it was because people were nice and they didn't report to the authorities, but wow, never mind then. This guy actually, he was being hunted, you know. Wow, it's crazy. Oh, look, they gave him a new set of glasses.
Eventually, Christopher would show police his camp. It was filled with decades worth of stolen goods. Christopher was ultimately given 7 months in jail and 3 years probation.
7 months in jail. Okay, I mean, it's not that much. Damn, look at that. Crazy.
April 26th, 2021. The police department in Anchorage, Alaska received a disturbing phone call. The caller reports a freezer in the forest, found buried halfway into the ground. Inside of it, a body. Police rush out to the scene and from the highway are led deep into the woods where the freezer was once again located. They opened it and were able to confirm the caller's claims. A few months later, police released more information about the finding. The man inside the freezer was 67-year-old Michael Tiefteller.
Whoa, what the fuck? Fucking freezer? Wait, hold up, a fucking body?
26th, 2021. The police department in Anchorage, Alaska received a disturbing phone call. The caller reports a freezer in the forest, found buried halfway into the ground. Inside of it, a body.
Ooh, a
Police rush out to the
freezer.
scene and from the highway are led deep into the woods where the freezer was once again located. They opened it and were able to confirm the caller's claims. A few months later, police released more information about the finding. The man inside the freezer was 67-year-old Michael Tiefteller, who had lived nearby. Police were unable to
Damn.
identify how he was killed. It's also unknown when he was killed. He lived an isolated life. The last time he was known to be alive was 3 years prior in 2018, so it really could have been anywhere in that time frame. Whoever did this hasn't been found, and with nothing to go off of, this case was classified as cold, essentially from the beginning.
Damn, son. Damn, that's crazy. Another one. Another unsolved murder here. Damn. It's crazy.